Hello and welcome back, Snowrunners. So today what we're going to do is we're going to go into the menu here, and I think we're going to do a task today because there's still a lot of tasks in the Smithville Dam that we have yet to do. As you can see, there's a whole list of them. Even if you don't count the contests, there's a whole list of them. So we're just going to start at the top here, and we're just going to do the first one, threatening accident. Now what we got to do is we got to drive over here to activate this first and then perform the task. So we're going to mark our location there on the map, which should be easy. It's just on the main road right by the dam. Then we're going to go get ourselves a scout vehicle because we're not going to drive down there in a truck and you know, show up in the wrong kind of truck for the job or something. So we're just going to drive down in a scout vehicle. We'll just take the con, I guess. Why not? He ain't got drove in a while, so we'll just drive him on down there and we're going to go check out this task here. Yeah, 26 liters of fuel. It's just down the road. I think we got plenty of fuel to get down there and back. Got over half a tank. I think he can get that little. It's not like he's across the whole map. So we can drive that little bit of distance on the fuel we got. Woo! I always forget how bad this truck is, like bouncy, twitchy, or whatever you want to call it. Like, especially when you're driving with the controller and not the steering wheel. When you're driving with the steering wheel, this truck's actually a lot better. But I'm using the controller today. But for a little 400 meter drive, I don't think it'll be that big a deal. It was probably 600 meters. But when we started, it was probably 600 meters. But you know, it's currently 400. So. Man, I don't know why. I just like. It'll be fine, and then it'll just suddenly like launch off to one direction. Alright, there we go. Like I say, with the steering wheel, it's actually a lot better. It does not do that nearly as bad with a steering wheel and pedal setup. You just have a lot more control of the vehicles with the steering wheel. You really do. I really should just get it out every single time. I just didn't. No excuse. I just didn't do it. Alright. We drive up in here. Because we're going to leave this truck here, most likely. Leave this truck here while we do our task. Alright, let's see what she says. Threatening accident. Has the whole town gone loony? A driver managed to drop a whole cargo of fuel into the river. Seems like a good place for fuel, down in the river. I've since fired him, but I've got a bunch of barrels floating around the river that need hauling out. Well, that's what we're here for. So, oops. And start tracking. Alright. So we need, if they're floating around the river, yep, there they are. Right down from us too, just right next to us, look at that. Alright. So guys, that means we are, oh man, they're all the way across to here too. They're spread out pretty good. But I would say that what I'm looking at indicates that we're going to need a truck with a crane on it. Which means we need the old GMC. And this thing is going to need fuel. Let's run it over to the fuel station. Let's not empty the fuel trailer when we're so close to the fuel station anyway. We'll just run this thing over to the fuel station, and then we'll try to head down into the river, and we'll try to get some barrels of oil. Or fuel barrels, not oil. My bad. Sorry guys. It's really kind of pointless to empty that fuel trailer that we have sitting by the garage when the gas station is this close anyway. And the gas station's not like way out of our way or something either. You know, it was only a slight bit out of our way, because when we leave the gas station we can take this little shortcut right here and head down to that island. Because I'm thinking the best way to attack this is going to be to go down to that island and then attack all the barrels from there. Okay. Do we have a snorkel on this truck? I can't tell. I don't see one. I think we messed up. I don't know if we have a snorkel on this truck yet. We better stay up here out of the water. Because I think that we keep forgetting to put a snorkel on this truck. So I better keep it out of the deep stuff. It's hard to tell at night where you can't see the truck very well, but I'm fairly certain we don't have a snorkel on it. Any faster in automatics, I might as well just keep it low. I was hoping by putting it in automatic we'd get a little more speed, but it didn't speed up at all. The fuel consumption went up, but we didn't speed up. So we'll have to keep her down in low. We're going to have to just crawl all the way through here. Now I would not be surprised, guys, if at some point we have to send a second truck to rescue this thing, because we're getting ready to go down there and be playing around in the river, and the river is probably an easy place. I can imagine it'd be very easy to get stuck in the river. Now mind you, we've had this thing down there before when we did one of the other jobs where we were getting the pallets of cement from similar locations close to the river, and we did that in this truck and it successfully handled it. But is this our turn already? Oh, sure enough, we're already at our turn. But yeah, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if we got to send something with 6-wheel drive or all-wheel drive down there to rescue this thing at some point. Well, you know we get lucky so many times, right? I mean, at some point we're going to stick this thing off in something that it can't drive itself out of. You only get lucky so many times. There we go. Alright. Yep, here we are. I guess the thing to do at this point is figure out which one is the furthest out and go for it first. Man, yeah. And technically, I guess we need to try to go for this one right here. I don't feel like there's a good way to get to it, though. I feel like it's going to be very difficult to get to that one from where we're currently sitting. I feel like from the gas station, we should have came down this way, or even down this little road right here. But if you guys remember, we had a problem on this road right here many videos ago when we were still scouting. We had a problem on this road right here, so I'm thinking we should have took this long road and then backtracked down or across this way or something. So I think we're going to save that one for later. I think we're going to try to snatch up these two right here. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to try to snatch up these two for now. And we'll save that one that's away down the river. We'll save it for probably for last, honestly. There's the other one. You see it in the water right there. And we should be coming up on this one. We should see it too. Yeah, you can see it. It's kind of behind the little location marker, but you can see the crate sticking out. All right. If this is any indication of the trouble we're about to run into, God help us. The best thing to do is try to stay close to something that we can winch from. We're going to have to get out here. Get it. We're going to actually have to drive out here away from our tree line. I really don't want to get away from our tree line. Now, this doesn't seem too bad, though. Hope we can winch on that stick right there. That'd be nice. Yeah. So our front's sunk now, didn't it? Look at that. Our front tire's done sunk. Get this thing close to the truck. I really shouldn't have gone around that direction. I should have went around the high side, but I went around the side that we were leaning towards, which makes it easier to flip your truck over. So make sure. The key to using a crane, guys, is always, always, always keep your cargo close to your truck. Because obviously the closer to your truck you are, the less likely to flip. There we go. And I like to fold the crane down as much as I can before I restore the crane. Whoops. Because I've had times where you restore the crane with it still sticking out and you about flip your truck over because it jolts and jars the truck. Alright, we're going to have to attach. Try to use the front winch for that. There we go. Not too shabby. Not too shabby for a two-wheel drive, right? And I know it's not two-wheel drive, it's two rear axles, so it's not too shabby for a rear wheel drive. Let me be specific, for a not six-wheel drive. Yeah, I should have took this line right here on the way in, because this is way better than going through the center of that little muddy spot. I should have stayed off to this side on the way back over there. Alright, let's see if we get the same level of luck on snatching up this other one over here. I mean, there's a lot of rock and stuff near this one, so maybe we'll get lucky and this one over here will be on a more solid ground. Because, you know, you're by a lot of rocks and gravel and stuff like that. Yeah, it looks like way better ground over here. Yeah, this is way better. I like this one a lot better. We drive right up to this one and still be on solid ground. Go. I have to try to find a view where I can see what's going on. Go. And now we pack our cargo, and we're going to run this up to the fuel station. Well, this thing backs up fast. I hate how fast it backs up. Alright, now let's hope we have no issues on our way up to the fuel station. I don't imagine that we will. I mean, it's a pretty simplistic trail to run up here to the fuel station. Simple, but I guess it is kind of steep, so maybe with it being steep and raining, this truck not having all-wheel drive, we might run into a spot or two, I guess. But it is kind of steep getting up this spot right here. If we make it through right here, I think we'll be all right. Yeah. There we go. That wasn't too bad. Alright, let's see here. Ain't really the direction I want to pull, but okay. Gonna have to be very careful here, because I do not want to flip the dang truck over right here. This is a bad spot to flip. we're getting in a little bit of a bind. I don't want to necessarily do that. There we go. Try that. Kind of right back where we started here. This shouldn't be this hard. I've came through this hole before. This should not be this difficult. Oops. I think the problem is we don't have a long enough winch to reach anything usable. There we go. Nope. And there we go. That is exactly what we didn't want to do. So, I think we're going to end this video right here, guys, because in the next video we're going to have to send a rescue mission out to deal with this. So, you guys see that a very, very simple trail can very quickly lead to trouble. You know, you just get at the wrong angle just a little bit and you're just suddenly in trouble. So in the next video, guys, we're going to send a truck down here to try to fix this, which we really only have one truck for the job, the Fleet Star. So if the Fleet Star can't fix this, we're just going to be SOL, I guess. We're going to be without a crane truck for a while, I guess, if the Fleet Star can't fix this. So don't forget to click subscribe and click that notification bell so that you can chime in the next video that we do here, and you can see if the Fleet Star is able to fix this. Until then, guys, peace.